What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Mark Wilson's 15 ball episode 5. In the last episode, you saw me butcher a 60 with the last 4 balls on the table. So, best score we've got so far is 56, but the good news is that we're staying consistent. And hopefully, the tutorials through the 15 ball helps you with your pattern play, so on and so forth. So, let's go ahead and get down to it. Episode 5. Here we go. Alright. Problem City in the middle of the pool table, so let's see if we can pick it apart. So, with ball in hand, got to pay attention to these 2 balls don't have a pocket, and these 2 balls don't have a pocket, but this 11 ball does have a pocket. So we have to try to strategize a way fairly quickly to try to change the path of these balls, because it's kind of interesting. We got three messed ups here. We got a group here, we got a group here, and we even have a group here, despite they go different places. But it just makes for an ugly looking table if you don't know what you're looking for. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to start off with the 5 ball. Well, cue ball's going to be right here to give myself some angle. And because the 9 ball's here, because the 8 ball is there, and they're both committed to decent pockets, I'm going to kind of give a go around here, and I'm going to try to move some of these balls in the middle of the pool table. So I'm going to be putting a little bit of right hand spin on this ball. And I don't care even if I move the 14 and the 4, we can't get greedy, but we definitely want to try to move the 7 and the 2 ball. So let's see how well we can do trying to move these balls here. We've got some protectors with us with the 8 and the 9. Okay, so we moved them a little bit. Cue ball opened up really much, but we changed the scenario completely. The 3 ball's able to go a little better. The 14 now goes, and I can use the 14 even to break out the 2 and the 4. So despite that it's still tough, it's still possible. So let's take a look at our new table now and kind of make a decision as to what we're going to do here. If I get to the 3, the 11 will go in this corner, so that'll open up the 12 ball. Let's see, but it's really tight though too, so we got to really pay attention to how we do this one. We might even want to use the 3 ball to try to go into those balls. So if I stop the 6 ball here, stop the cue ball with the 6, I have an angle that's left on the 14 that I can go into the 2 and the 4 to create some separation there. So we're going to try that, just kind of kill the cue ball the best we can to give me some angle. Now this one here is pretty important to just make the ball. Cue ball's going to go on its way here. I'm just going to try to stun it over. As long as I clip the 2, I'm happy. I really kind of want to draw into them, but if I clip the 2, I'm happy. That's how you got to learn how to play this. Don't get greedy. Learn to evolve as we go. So try to get a decent stroke on the 14 ball here. Yeah, I hit that ball real nice. Okay, so the ball, 2 ball moved out really nice, which does wonders for our game here because it really gives us a chance to now focus on the 3 ball going in here. So it looks like the ball that we have left here that's going to keep us going is the 2. 2 naturally takes us to the 9, so let's look at that as an option, just to try to keep the numbers going here towards our 60. All right, now we're kind of at a crossroads because this can get kind of tough. I kind of want to commit to the 8 here, but that means I got to put the cue ball kind of directly across from the 8 ball, and that becomes a tough shot. It becomes easy to miss because I really want the cue ball to come in through here, and I really want to hit these balls. But then we start focusing on cue ball movement instead of pocketing a ball, and then we make a silly mistake. So just before I decide that that's the shot, I'm going to take a really good look around and just kind of determine here. I can come through here. The 4 ball goes here. That's low percentage getting there. 3 ball does go here. Real high percentage, I go past the 3. 10 ball, I gotta be perfect for all of these shots. So, and if I don't follow this line through here, even if I get out here, who knows, I might accidentally wind up down here, and then we're in a world of trouble. So, looks like the 9 to the 8 is just gonna be the way to go as a safety precaution. So we're gonna hit this ball pretty soft, just try to leave ourselves a shot on the 8. So, all right, here we go. This is it. Make the ball, right? We're going to try to go into these, but if we don't go into them, let's say I go past them, I'm going to wind up coming this way. I got a nice 13 ball that goes here. I got the 1 ball that comes up here. I got the 10 ball that goes over here. That first shot where I just bumped this ball, the change that really, really aided us here. So let's try to go into our group there right now. Hit him good. Hit him real nice. Okay. So now we need to take a second here, and we need to recommit, because when we're trying to get 60 balls in a row, if you have even attempted this before, you know it's really easy to just try to stay what I call in tunnel vision and just never really look around just to see what could be easier. Part of this 15 ball is learning pattern play, learning connection play. So we need to take a minute. We got everything broken out. Here's a good chance to get 15. We really got to buckle down and try to get through this rack here. So now let's take a good look here. The 3 ball, if I kill the ball, it'll take me to the 4 that goes there. It'll take me to the 7 that goes there. If the 11 can come here. If I roll up, the 1 ball go, the 10 ball come over here. Lots of options here, but I personally don't like moving a cue ball. So, especially if I don't have to. So I'm going to come through here, and I'm just going to kind of kill the cue ball. And then just take a look at these 2 balls here to see what I got. The 4 ball goes, but it's deceivingly tight. And what I mean by deceivingly tight, the entire ball goes. This is something that Mark actually taught me how to figure out in one of his lessons. But it's deceivingly tight, the ball goes. You can't be afraid to shoot it past the 7. If you clip the 7, it's your own fault, because the 7 actually isn't anywhere close to being in front of the 4 ball. So we're going to try to make a nice shot here, past the 7 ball. So that was good. Let's see, I'm kind of straight in on the 10, so we just kind of got to be careful as to how we're going to maneuver. I've got angle. That's going to go this way towards the screen very carefully here. So my next target is going to be the 12 on the side here. I'm going to follow up a little bit. Shouldn't scratch. I kept an angle going that way, so the next ball I'm going to plan to shoot is the 13, but I know I've got other balls to play if I don't get where I want to be. Which I did. I got there. So as we're starting to look towards the end of the rack here, I'm going to commit to the 13 ball. And then I'm going to be in a really good vicinity to attack the 11. Now, since the 1 ball's in front of the 14, these 2 balls I'm probably going to leave till last, because as long as I have an angle on this side or this side, I can get out for the 1 ball. And since the 1 ball's in front of the 15 ball, sorry, this is a Cyclops TV edition, so they're different colors. But looks like I should be okay to leave this ball coming to that ball for last here. So let's try to get forward a little bit so we can pull the trigger on the 11. right, here we go. Here's a shot here. We're gonna go to the rail here because I got just enough angle to where trying to kill the cue ball can be scary. So we're just gonna let it go to the rail. Okay, we're gonna try to draw back just a little bit so the shot isn't as gruesome. Got ourselves a nice little angle here. Come to the rail, back out towards the middle of the table. Alright. Looks like we're settling into our first 15, hopefully, of the day. Alright, there we go. So that one there, kind of figured out nicely. We had a couple breakouts that we had to get, but hopefully in the beginning of that rack you saw why it was imperative that I started where I did. I had to move those balls. When you have the ball in hand, golden opportunity to just move those balls. Now notice I didn't pick a spot where they were going, and the reason why I didn't is because there was still 14 or 13 balls on the table. I don't remember if I made a ball in the break, but there were still 14 or 13 balls on the pool table that I should have had plenty of options just to make a ball and continue running out. So sometimes it's better to be a little more general than it is to be super specific. So here we go, 15 shooting 60, rack number 2. Let's try to break a little better this time. A little more force. Try to keep the cue ball under control. There we go. Much better spread. The break doesn't really matter. That just means we have 15 balls to run instead of 14 or 13. All right, so we got ball in hand again. Now I feel personally where a lot of people are going to start is right here at the 11 and 7. But I'm not going to do that because I see that the 11 and the 7 both see the side pocket. What I don't like is that there's a combination sitting here with the 8 and the 2. So this is going to be eliminated first. So probably within the first 3 or 4 balls. So let's take a look around the table and see if we can find what I call a lead ball, which is a ball that's going to take you to another ball. Instead of just starting here, is there a connection that we can use to move the ball around the pool table? So now if I come to here, I see that if I come through here, the cue ball will come out this way. I got a 15 ball that goes here. So the ball that I'm looking at and starting with is actually the 14 ball. Because I can shoot 14, which is going to open up the middle of the table to come here. Okay, now as long as I get up in this area, I can shoot that format. I can bring the cue ball out here. I got the 5 balls a backup ball if I don't like the shot on the 15. So this isn't really too bad. Problem is that the 14 is in an odd spot for a short person like me to reach it. So I'm going to put the cue ball somewhat in the middle of the table to where I can get it. Just going to go to the rail here. Alright, so let's try to get shape on this 15 ball. Worked pretty good. See, I got a little stuck over here. The 9 foot's here to stay, but it's definitely a little tight in just a couple spots, but that's all right. So I got a shot on the 15, but the cue ball is going to be going this way. So we just have to be careful of what we're going to do now. If I shoot the 6 ball, the 6 ball is going to be making the cue ball come this way in this area. So we just have to pay attention as to what is going to open up in the event that we are shooting said balls. So I still like shooting the 15. I just want to make sure I got a backup shot in the event that I goof on the 15 ball here. I like the 15 to the 8. I don't think I'll goof, but it's better to have a backup plan in the event that you do goof. So, real problem is I don't really see a backup plan here. I'm concerned about getting in here. We can check out the 6, see if the 6 goes in this corner, which it does not. But I still think we're going to be okay even if I shoot the 15 down. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot the 15 here. Just going to try to hit it softly here and control the cue ball. Okay. So I wound up over the 6, which is troublesome for the 8 ball, but by killing that ball the way that I did, I was able to move to potentially, the 3 ball's a little tight, so we don't want to worry about it. I can make the 3, but I don't want to risk clipping the 1 and ruining our score. So I am going to go, I'm going to get the bridge here. The problem with this particular out, we couldn't really start anywhere to open up the middle of the pool table. Middle of the pool table is the issue that we want to open up when we're playing a rack of 15 ball. So let's try to get in here good without hitting any balls. If we hit a ball, our run's over. Almost hit a ball. All right, so now let's take our time here and let's make the 12. Okay, now move this cue, move here, because we don't want to hit that. We don't want to hit that ball on accident. Okay, so that was overall a good shot with the bridge. People don't like shooting the bridge. Okay, so now I've got this area opened up. So now what I see here is I see the 6 goes in the side, and I see the 11 and the 7 both go in the side pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot the 8. I'm going to try to keep the cue ball over in this area because I got plenty of shots with opportunity. So let's see what we got here. Okay, got good shape on the 7. Now the 7 is going to take me to the 4. And the 4, I say the 4 because the 4 is in the middle of the table. We want to try to open up the middle a little bit so we have more options. So, I'm going to work the 7. I'm going to slow roll the 7 into the side and try to get good shape on the 4. In the event that I don't get to the 4 ball, say I roll too far, I got an opportunity at the 5 to go down here in the corner pocket. Now that shot's a little tight, but it's very possible. So, let's see here. Take our time, make sure we make a nice shot. And we missed it. Should have stood up. Alright, well, we missed the ball. That's brutal. Couldn't concentrate. Alright, so we made 2, 3, 4. Alright, we made 5 balls that time. God, that was a bad shot. Pretty irritated about myself on that. So we're at 20. So now we're still shooting 50 if we run the last 2, so that stays consistent. So we're just gonna have to work a little harder here. But that's part of the game. We gotta work hard anyway. All right. So rack 3. Got a chance to run 50 if we play good. Might see our first 40s, but we're not gonna think like that. We're gonna keep going here. Oh, rack 3. Here we go. Just make balls. We have a visitor. Hi, sweetie. Oh, let's not put the sucker hands. Okay. You say hi. Hey. Hey. Say hi. Okay, go with mama. Go with mama. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, we're back. see here. All right. So we got a really good break, and I actually forgot that we had ball in hand. I'm kind of excited looking at the break. I was just going to start with the one and go, but we got a lot of good opportunity here. See, 1 leads to the 4 pretty easy. You know, I really like actually keeping the cue ball down here and just kind of working this way. The 7 ball's kind of an issue. But even the 7 sees this side, you know. Let's not think about it too much. I'm actually going to put the cue ball back right where it's at. We're just going to go straight this way with it. So we're going to start to work this way, kind of see what happens. So we're going to go from the 1 to the 4. The 13 goes in the side. I'm going to use a 2-rail shot here, just to get back towards the middle of the pool table here. So this rack is so strong, I kind of don't care where the cue ball goes necessarily. So we just got to make the shots that we're supposed to make. So we shouldn't disturb the 9 or the 6 here shooting this ball, which we did. So that changes things. That makes it tougher, but still not that bad. So let's see here. We got the 5 that'll lead us to the 8, so that's no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the 11 here. And I'm going to draw the cue ball back. I got the 14 that's waiting here. But I kind of want to get rid of these, so if I draw the cue ball backwards, I should have a shot at one of these 2 balls here. Very good. Shoot the 9 in the corner just to bring the ball back to the middle of the table. Okay, so now we're right back really where we should be. Nothing too terribly difficult here. I'm going to leave the 6 because all of these balls kind of go into the 6. So since the 5 takes me to the 8, I'm going to go 14, 5, 8, and then probably 3. Let's just kind of see where the cue ball takes us. Cue ball's taking us pretty good. I'm going to try to hit this ball pretty smooth here. Yeah, hit that nice. Sometimes the balls just kind of lay out for you where it's almost difficult to mess up, but we all know how easy messing up can be. So try to kill the cue ball here. Still just killing the cue ball. This is a super good out for not having to move the cue ball a whole lot. All right, so now we're getting to just the little congestion phase here, but we're still not really doing anything too psychotic. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go forward with the 10. I got the 15 ball that's there, and I got the 6 ball that's going to save me pretty much from anywhere. So I'm going to try to go after the 15 ball right now. Hit that ball good. Now man, it's terrible to say, but I kind of really just don't care where the cue ball goes as long as it's not anywhere down here. So I'm going to just come off the rail through here. If I clip a ball, this ball's going to save me. So I'm not really too worried about it. So this is nice. It actually looks like it's setting up to where this ball that I've saved as a backup ball the whole time is going to be the way it's our last ball to get out. So let's see here. We're going to draw to the 2. And we're going to kill the cue ball for the 12 on the side. Stop the cue ball again. Now we're going to shoot the 6 on the side. Tell you what a confidence booster after missing ball 6 in the last rack. So we're still on pace to shoot 50 here. I'm sure one of these days I'm going to shoot like a 30 and everybody's going to be like, oh, he's a billiards instructor, he's terrible, but that's okay. Everybody's got their own opinion. So here we are sitting at 35, shooting 50. Last rack here. Got to make all 15 to stay in that 50 threshold, because that's ultimately my goal. I like to stay in the 50 threshold. I think I work hard enough to where I can keep that ability high. All right, here we go. Good break. Follow through strong. Uh-oh. Got a ball coming around. I got a 3-ball tie-up in the middle. But other than the 3-ball tie-up, there's not too much to deal with. We got a 3-ball tie-up, and we got a ball that's on the rail. It's about the only jams we really have. Got a lot of congestion, meaning balls sitting in front of balls. The main concern I think that we have right now is getting this 9-ball off the rail. It's too close to the side pocket. It's one of the easier shots in pool that we miss. We could go here to start it off. We could even go here to start it off. I'm actually even thinking here, just because we don't have to shoot it past the side pocket. We just got to make sure that we have a little bit of angle here, which makes the shot tougher. It's not on the rail, but it's pretty close. So if I put the cue ball on the rail, even in the pocket just a tad, it's going to give me an angle to come out towards the middle of the table. But it's not a real big angle. This is a tough shot. I might even have to put it more into the pocket than that. So, rule number 1 here, folks, make the ball. Who cares where the cue ball goes? We got to make the cue ball keep, or make the object ball keep going. So, here we go. Make the ball. And we didn't. Toughest shot on the pool table, and we missed it. So I missed the very first ball, which is unbelievably brutal. So not a good morning for the 15 ball, but hey, I'm going to try again later in the afternoon anyway. So 35 is the final score today. A little bit upset about it, but who knows? I might just film another one right now out of pure anger. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you can at least understand why I chose to shoot the ball that I did. Rattled the ball in the pocket. It's a shame, but we're not perfect. Sometimes we're going to miss and we're going to mess up. So until next time, have a great day.